Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. And today we're doing a Nidalee game. And Nidalee is starting off here with Adorn's Ring. So, it kind of took a long time to load this game up. So that's why I didn't actually start in the... what's it called? Yeah, the loading screen. Because, well, Nidalee was at 34% when the game actually started, and that was after about 5 minutes. So I kinda was too late there. Yeah, so team-wise, we see Shannon Nunu on... we see no junglers first of all, but then we see Shannon Nunu as the tanky characters, well as the tanks, I would say. Because Gangplank is kind of tanky as well. He's kind of a tanky DPS. Nidalee, of course, kind of a support character, but can also do a lot of damage. But she does have a heal, and she can heal for quite a lot when she builds up AP. And then, of course, we have Cockmore, the damage dealer of the whole bunch. And he should be protected by... either Shen or Nunu, because he is very fragile. So the enemy team has a Shen as well. Doesn't have a second tank. Does have a tanky character in Rise, and Rise, as you may all know, new Rise is kind of easy to build into a very tanky character. And I will actually do a Rise game later on. I will put out some games today, because today I actually have some time, and I think I will store them on my hard disk until I actually upload them later. Because I have been having some trouble with finding the time of some days, like yesterday. And I want to put out, well, like one game a day normally. And that is quite hard if you don't have time on Sundays. But, okay, never mind that. Just so you know that, yeah, all of these games up till now were pretty much live. So as soon as I got them or commented them, I would bring them out. And that would mean that I could actually discuss things that are happening now. So, yeah, in the next few games, or in the next few days I should say, that won't be the case. I mean, the really new things that I learn about this game will actually not be in the commentaries then. But I guess that's okay, because there's not so much of a change. There will be Season 2 coming up in about a month, I think. Because, well, they started Season 1 and July of last year, and well, after they concluded the Season 1 finals, I'm assuming that, well, they will get Season 2 underway exactly a year after the Season 1 started. So Season 2 will come with a reset of the ladders, probably with a new map. Because they have been promising us the new map for about a year. I think it's... yeah, I think it's a year now. And well, I hope that that Magma Chamber, the new map, will finally come out. Although it's another 5v5 map, and I really am bummed about that. I mean, there's so many really cool things you can do with this game, and they just keep sticking to, well, the standard thing they know. So to me it is astounding that these people call themselves game designers when really they just copy and paste from other games. I mean, all of their, or virtually all of their characters, so champions, come from other games or are based on characters from other games. And well, the map, this map, is an exact copy of the Defense of the Ancients map, so the Dota map, and I'll show you in a future video maybe. The top left here, where you see all this blank space, is actually used in Dota to incorporate the champion selection, because they didn't actually have a screen for that, because Dota is basically a modified map for Warcraft 3. Oh wow, actually surviving that. Don't know why Carthage just didn't run after her with one more of the, what are they called? The bombs. They're called, I don't know. Anyway, to me it's really astounding that the next map they bring out is another 5v5 map with 3 lanes, and with some differences. I mean, there's some different pathways, but still the overall gameplay will be quite the same. And maybe it will be a little bit bigger, so that it's harder to get back home and back from home to from the summoner platform to your lane. But really, that doesn't change anything. I mean, you can do such nice things. I'll try if I have enough time, because that will take quite a lot of time, to make a video of things that you could actually do with this game without too much complexity. So, of course, if you try to do something like this game, you will actually you will actually have to keep in mind that it has to be workable. You have to program everything, you have to modify your game to incorporate new things, and yeah, I'll stick to the things that are easily implementable. So you can of course change the entire game, because I really don't like the way they make all these items, because some items are just so overpowered, and that's because they have no idea how to balance that. Well, there's a really simple solution to balance a game like this, but I'll discuss that in that video then, because that's actually I think people would be interested in that. So let's get to the game, because by now we've seen well, it's 3-6 here, but we will watch some actual gameplay now, because the laning phase is over. And so Nidalee, as many of you might know, is one of the more unique champions, because she has 2 sets of skills, and she has no real ultimate. At least it doesn't do a whole lot, except let her change from one skill base to the other. So we have cougar form and we have human form, and this is human form. In the human form she has a spear, no, a javelin, sorry, a trap, a heal, and her ultimate, of course. And in the cat form, while we see Gangplank being killed, she has... okay, no, well, I'll discuss this one first. So, the... oh, well, I can still see them. Duh. Never mind, I'm being stupid here. So the javelin toss, she just throws a javelin at a target. It's a skill shot, so it's not actually at a target. And the further you are from your target, the more damage it's going to do, up to 250%. Oh yeah, at the moment it's 200%. It will level up with the skills you put into it, I guess, because it used to be 250% at least. And the further away it is, the more damage it does. So that's why if you can hit the spear, which is very hard to do against good players, but if you hit one, you will actually do a lot more damage than you would expect. So the second one then, as it says, he puts down a trap for about 110 damage at the moment, but more importantly it reveals the target, reduces the armor magic resist by 20%, and they last for up to 4 minutes, which means that you basically have something like Teemo's mushrooms, but in this case they don't reveal the map, so there's no traps on the map, so I cannot actually show you. But the traps themselves don't give you any vision. Oh, there's a trap here. Here's a trap. It doesn't actually give you vision, and if someone steps into that, you actually get vision of that champion. So it does work differently from the Teemo mushrooms. The Teemo mushrooms, of course, give you vision, and if you want them to be wards for 10 minutes in that case, you just place them in, well, outside of the normally traveled paths. So you place them in like corners, for example here, instead of right in the middle. And if you want to hit someone, you normally go for the middle, because that's where people come from. Or that's where people normally step into the bush. And the Nidalee traps don't do anything if your enemy just runs past it, so you will not get any vision or anything like that. But yeah, well, you do get a huge bonus when somebody does step in it, and I really like the traps ID, or the traps in general, I would say. Nidalee is a very strong character, and that is partly due to the traps, because the traps give her kind of map control. You will need to put down quite a lot of the traps to well, to feel safe, because as I said, if you don't hit a trap, then you won't be able to see whoever is coming for you. And you can of course ward the dragon with it, or whatever, things like that. And it's very useful. So the third ability, the E then, which is yeah, the heal. And the heal kind of levels up quite nicely with the AP. I think it is, yeah, it's more than a 1-to-1 ratio, because we see plus 109 and the AP is 87 at the moment. So there's actually a very nice ratio of healing there. And since you're going to get AP anyway for all of your other skills. Was that Ignite? Yeah. Okay, very nice skill. But as you're getting AP for all of your other skills, you get a free heal basically. So on top of these three already amazing skills, I mean high damage, revealing your enemy, and healing, you get three other skills in cougar form. So if you turn into a cat, because that's what your ultimate does, yeah, your ultimate basically turns you into a cougar, or from cougar into human. You gain movement speed, you gain dodge, and you gain, well, the three new skills. And each additional rank in your ultimate, well, since it doesn't do anything else, because, well, there is no cooldown on it, well, it's 3 seconds. You basically get more skill power. So you get 3 new skills, as I said, and the first one is takedown. Let me lock the camera there, because it is really hard to keep your mouse on the skill and manage the screen at the same time. So it's basically a huge attack for your next hit. So it's a single hit, a single target nuke, I guess. And yeah, it is one of the nice skills to take down champions. For the minions, you have the W, which is pounce, and it's that. It's just a little jump, and it deals quite a lot of damage, but it also can help you get away quite quickly. So that's a very, very, very useful skill. It also charges up the Rage Blade, so it keeps, because you keep using a skill, you can keep it at 8 stacks for the entire game, and that's why Hotshot is so good with Nidalee, because he actually manages to do that. He almost always goes Rage Blade, and if you can keep that up to 8 stacks even before the fight begins, then you have a huge advantage over your opponent. So yeah, really nice skill there, being able to catch up because of the pounce, and the pounce is really useful in that respect. So the last skill then, the last skill is also for the Cougar form, and it is kind of an AoE damage spell. You damage all of the enemies in front of you for a large amount of damage. Oh, the heal, I forgot to say, also gives attack speed bonus. So the attack speed bonus is can be granted to anyone you heal, so not only yourself. And it really needs to stay in this fight to heal up someone. Yeah, that guy, for example. So anyway, yeah. Oh, her innate ability then. Every time she moves through a bush, her movement speed is increased by 15%. And it lasts for a few seconds when you leave the bush. So that's why you see a good Nidalee being in the top lane, or well, in the bottom lane, but normally, well, the top lane is still a solo lane. But you see her dodge into this bush, so this bush, every time. So once every 2 seconds or so. And heal him. Come on. Her heal was on cooldown, so so I guess she already healed, but yeah, it's kind of annoying to be next to a healer. I know this. I mean, I play a lot of healers, but it's really annoying to be next to a healer and die because of some basic attacks. So yeah, I'm really bad today at keeping track of what's actually happening, because well, it's kind of standard gameplay. We see a lot of skills being used, and oh yeah, well, I forgot to say, but I think that in Cougar form, nothing costs mana. So it's all about cooldowns, and in human form it is about mana. So you should never run out of mana with Nidalee, as we die here because, well, we overextended into the enemy territory behind the turret, and actually picked a fight with Cassidon. Oh, what's his name? Come on, Karthus. And Karthus dies in the end, so maybe worth it. And yeah, if he used his lay waste, that's what the time bombs are called, on this guy, so first had the wall of pain, the slowing wall. The slowing wall would have saved him, but apparently he didn't use it. But had he used the the wall on that Shen and then hit him with 1 or 2 lay waste and then used his ultimate, which you have plenty of time for, then yeah, he could have killed him. But instead he chose to hit his ultimate immediately and didn't get the kill. I don't know how long it actually takes to channel. I think it's about 4 seconds and you get 7 seconds of death time. But I think he could have saved himself by just a wall of pain in front of his turret, because nobody's going to chase you into your turret when you're being slowed that much. Because the wall of pain actually slows you down quite a lot. And he might have even been able to just run out. So we see a Rage Blade here. As I said, really good combination with the pounce, because the pounce lets you keep your 8 stacks, which this player currently isn't doing. But yeah, as you can see, she can so Nidalee can use her skills quite quickly and charge up the 8 stacks quite quickly. And yeah, getting some easy kills here. Even though they were completely behind in the early game, they turned it around by playing better. Not by playing extremely well or anything like that, or doing some amazing things. At least not that I've seen. It's just that they play together a little bit better. They stay safe. And apparently someone really wasn't good at laning. And that would be either Gangplank or Cockmob, because they died a lot. So as you can see, she can really do a lot of damage with her Cougar form. That is why most of the Nidalees fight in Cougar form only, and then use the heal after they come out of combat, or if somebody needs it. So one of the teammates then throw javelin, and the javelin is more of a finisher if you cannot reach someone, or to just harass, because it is of course an excellent harass tool if it does that much damage. And the traps aren't used a whole lot. I mean, they're used sometimes, but not too frequently. So Nidalee coming in here behind the enemy lines, and actually now it's a 3v2 situation because the TF ran out, and now he comes in, and now it's it's a very easy kill. That was complete wrong decision making on the Twisted Fates part, or the other two, I don't know. I think it's the other two, because they should have ran out of there, and now this guy is getting caught. And yeah, we get a surrender because they just weren't playing good enough to actually win this. So, even though I have been talking about quite a lot of other things, I hope you still enjoyed the commentary. I went off track a little bit, but I hope you don't mind. So anyway, I'll see you next time. GG.